Have you ever chased something your whole life, only to realize what you were really searching for was him? There was a young woman named Mara who always felt like she was standing outside of her own life. Forehead pressed against the glass, watching everyone else seem to get it. She went to church. She prayed when she remembered. She said God is good when life was good and quietly disappeared when it wasn't. Then one night, everything she had been holding together finally fell apart. Her plans collapsed. The relationship she thought would last forever ended with a single sentence. The job she thought defined her slipped away. She sat on the floor of her room, surrounded by the quiet kind of heartbreak, the kind that doesn't shout, just sits with you and won't leave. With nothing eloquent left to say, she whispered, God, if you're really there, I need to know you, not just know about you. Something shifted, not lightning, not angels singing, just stillness. A stillness that felt like someone finally sitting beside her who had actually seen every tear she'd never let fall. So she started seeking him, not perfectly, just honestly. She opened her Bible with shaking hands and questions she was afraid to ask out loud. The more she read, the more she began to understand that God wasn't distant. He was holy. Yes, but he was also heartbreakingly close. And the more she understood him, the more she realized something that made her knees weak. She could not stand before that holy God without Jesus. Not her good deeds, not her discipline, not how nice people thought she was. Just Jesus. And instead of that truth crushing her, it saved her. She began to lean, really lean on Christ. Not like a backup plan, but like someone who knew she would fall without him. She talked to him while washing dishes. She cried to him in the car. She laughed with him when joy surprised her again. Slowly, quietly, her heart began to change. Resentment softened. Fear loosened its grip. Habits that once owned her suddenly broke like weak string. And one morning, sitting with her coffee and a Bible full of underlines, she realized, I'm not who I was. Not because she tried harder. Not because she fixed herself. But because Jesus had reached into places she couldn't reach, and did what she never could. Her faith grew, not into loud confidence, but into deep, steady trust. And with that faith came hunger. Not the desperate kind that says prove yourself, but the love-struck kind that whispers, I just want more of you. So she sought him not because she was afraid of losing him, but because she finally understood. He was what she had been searching for all along. And maybe, so are you.